Hey people, in the last tutorial we talked about the basics of how to hold the sticks. I will shortly recapitulate. We don't hold the stick. This is a very important point that many people get wrong. We don't hold the stick, we guide the stick. This is just an interface. They are not tightly connected. So please keep that in mind. And I would say the basic starting position is this. You just throw a ball, stay in this position, and then you very lightly close the fingers around the stick. This is your starting position. Keep in mind that in this position, the American grip, the stick is not an extension of your forearm. There is a slight angle and it's supposed to be there. And once again, there is no perfect grip, no perfect technique. There's only your personal way. There is a more functional way, of course, but there can only be your personal way of holding and playing with the sticks. So try out different approaches, different techniques, different grips, and your body will naturally order and then implement all the different movement experiences you make. So today we want to look at the French grip. As I said, in the American grip, forearms are parallel and the tips of the sticks are together, so we have a slight angle of almost 90 degrees, maybe 60 degrees between the sticks. In this case, the sticks are not an extension of your forearm, but if we now turn the forearm this way, seen from above, the sticks are now an extension of your forearm, but from the side they are still not, because once again we don't want to go to the extremes of your wrist movement and you can move much more in this direction. But in the French grip we don't play very much from the wrist, but much more from the fingers and a little bit from the forearm, not the wrist, but from your elbow. So why do we need this different approach, this different grip? Because if we have this starting position and we want to move over maybe to the right cymbal, we have to move our whole arm, even our shoulder a little bit to come over here. We can just twist in the elbow, but then we have the thumb facing the ceiling. But this is a little bit more practical, a little bit more efficient. And then I move from more wrist and pronation movement to more fingers and a little bit of forearm when I go to the right cymbal. Also, if you're more into extreme metal, very fast stuff, then this is very important, very good to know, because many extreme metal drummers play from the fingers and you have much more finger control here than here, because you barely touch the stick with the tips of your fingers. In this position you have more flesh touching the stick, so you have a little bit more control in this direction. Not in this direction, by the way, so it can be a little challenging at the beginning. There is a very simple method. Just dribble the stick with one finger after another. And so forth, and try not to move in this direction, but only in this direction to improve your control. Of course, we can play faster this way because we move only the smallest joints and smaller muscles here, and we don't have to move the whole arm or the whole wrist. Again, I would suggest to you, make many experiences. So try what you can already play in the extremes. So very extreme German grip, forearms are parallel and the back of your hand is facing the ceiling, and play what you can play. And then switch to a different grip. So maybe the French grip, thumbs are now facing the ceiling, and play all the same stuff, more from forearm and fingers, and just see how it feels. There may not be one technique that's perfect for everything, but I already said, just as the fulcrum is a very fluid concept, it's never at the same point. Just like that, the technique is never the same. It's always going through the motions. It depends. I mean, just going from the snare drum to the rack tom, you have to change your grip. I move a little bit more to the French grip because I don't want to stress my wrists because I would have to narrow them down when I move in this direction. So it's again, it's a fluid concept. Try out the different techniques and different methods. In the next video, we will look at the traditional grip and 2 more very special methods, special grips. See you then, take care, and bye-bye.